Because I'm coming off of a sickness, so I ain't finna do all this screaming shit this go round. But what's happening, y'all? This is the Unprofessional Opinion Podcast, episode number what?
18.
18. God damn, 18. Yo, we really been doing this.
18.
That's crazy. I'm telling you, when I get consistent, when I move back here, we can do this weekly. Oh boy, the numbers going through the roof. I'm AJ. Sitting across from me is my main man with 100 grand, JC Shazay. How are you, sir?
It's not my name for legal purposes.
100% your name. I'm not changing it.
No, you don't have to change it. What are you going to pay? Are you going to pay JC Shazay when he sues us?
If he demands that I stop, then I'll stop.
I mean, or you could just pay him out of your wallet.
If he demands that I stop, then I'll stop.
All right. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to fight anymore. I'm just going to let everybody know for legal purposes that's not my name. I do not go by JC Shazay.
Mm-hmm.
I go by JC.
Mm-hmm.
Unprofessional Opinion, episode number 18.
How are you, man?
I'm ready to go today, man. I'm ready to go. We got a little double header today.
Just go ahead. If you're ready to go, we can just end this now. We can just go ahead and dip out of here. Oh, you mean go as in like... Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to it.
That's real funny right there, AJ.
I mean, hey.
Yeah,
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
That's why you brought me on the show.
That's why I brought him on the show.
People like me.
You the only one they like. They ain't gonna like me.
I mean, hey.
They don't like me. Two guys, one podcast, no rules. Well, there's one rule.
I mean, nah, fuck that. We ain't got no rules.
There is one rule.
There's one singular rule.
No professional opinions allowed.
I mean, look at her though. I mean,
all right, he's scrolling through Instagram.
I mean, but this is a bad man right here.
I'd like to see what nationality she is.
I mean, this is going to have
Oh. No, man, I see that, but I'm just saying what nationality is that.
I mean,
Anyway, come on, let's. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about. We got a little double header.
Let's do it.
Be prepared for podcast episode number 18 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Took a week off. DC, how was it? Other than you caught.
I mean, it was terrible because I caught the fucking flu while I was there.
Okay.
Nah, but it was cool. I went up, saw some friends. I went to, what was it? The Museum of Natural History. That was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, see all kinds of scientific discoveries and feats and things of that sort. It was pretty interesting. I really, really enjoyed it. I wish I could have did more, but all of them museums stay busy as shit all the time. So,
I mean, DC is a very historical city.
Yeah, like DC is 100%. Like, I would go there for a week and just roam the Smithsonian Institute. Like 100%. Like it was dope. I mean, they have even other like museums that aren't part of the Smithsonian. Like they got the Newseum, it's like history of news and media and journalism. Then the Spy Museum. They got it's a lot out there. So I would 100% go back purely for that because I've always been just for the social aspect. But that was pretty fun. Still got to see a good bit of my friends out there. That was lots and lots of fun. Lots of adventures. Craziness as usual. But, brought back a nice, party gift.
Nice healthy flu.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Woke up Sunday morning with just body aches all over. Boy, that was miserable. Went back to work. I barely worked all week. I was bedridden the whole time. Couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. It was just all bad. And then flew back home Thursday, went straight to the doctor. It just blew that shit out. Oh, that shit got out of there. I felt better, but I still felt like trash. They gave me all the meds though. So I'm healthier now. Still in recovery mode. They got me on the meds for a few more days, no travel. So, we here, man. We here. I'm alive and well. Glad to say that much.
All right. So. Now I want to start by saying rest in peace to Tech Nine,
R.I.P.
legendary battle rapper.
Legend to the hip hop, man.
Yep,
All
Philly.
hip hop.
Everybody in Philly is feeling it right now.
He was dope. That nigga had some bars.
No, he could perform. I never liked one of his bars, but he could perform. But he influenced battle rap though. Battle rap wouldn't be the way it was without Tech Nine. So rest in peace, Tech Nine. Yeah, but let's stay in Washington for a second. Mueller report completed.
Right.
Got the summary. No collusion. May or may not have obstructed justice, but he didn't collude with Russia.
Yeah.
Now, does that change anything that you think about Trump's presidency thus far?
Well.
Like, what is your reaction to that?
Well, one, we've seen like the report. We've seen the summary from someone of the summary of the report. We need to see the report. I think the report needs to be public record, like the full report itself. If this is going to,
I mean, that's 400 pages. You want to read all that?
I mean, if this is a matter of national security, I believe 400 pages is worth it.
Well, okay, so let's backtrack. So what happened was Robert Mueller completed his investigation into the 2016 election.
Mm-hmm.
He submitted his report to an attorney or two attorneys,
mm-hmm.
and basically what we read was their interpretation of the report.
Mm-hmm.
So, we can get into what this is really about, or.
I mean, I just said that the report needs to be public record.
So are you saying you're not buying that there was no collusion?
I'm saying that I don't know what's in the report, based off of a summary.
What?
So
no, you
I
don't know what's in the report.
So I would like. I mean, like, yeah, I would still like to think that, of course, there was collusion in there with all the shit that's been going on, just cybersecurity wise, not only when it came to that election, but just in general from Russia over the past God knows how many years.
Let's make a distinction.
Okay.
We know that Russia interfered with the election.
Uh-huh.
So that has been, yes, we know.
But we're talking about direct collusion.
We're talking about if anybody from the Trump campaign
was
involved in that,
telling them to do it,
and they're saying no. And you're saying, I'm not buying.
I'm really not. I mean, simply because Ivanka's right there. I mean, we still don't. Well,
Ivanka is a Russian name,
right? I mean, just random. Do we know what she does on a daily basis?
I mean, isn't she like an ambassador?
I don't know. I'm asking. Do we know what she does on a daily basis?
I mean, I think she's an ambassador, right? Let's see what her job title is.
Other than First Lady to the President of the United States?
Ivanka?
Yeah.
Ivanka is not the First Lady.
Ivanka Trump?
Trump
that's
is a
not
daughter.
Ivanka. Melania. My bad.
Yeah, no, she doesn't do anything.
Right.
We know that.
Well, and that was who I was talking about, but also Ivanka. But, yes, do we know? So, Ivanka is...
She's an advisor
to the president.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we also know what Melania does? I mean, outside of, being the first lady. Because,
that's pretty much all
the first
she does.
lady, but the first lady always has things that she does that is very well known throughout the world.
Well, you gotta understand that this. Yeah, okay, well then let's go ahead and do what it's really about.
Right.
So the Democrats not happy with this. They're like you. They want the whole report out because in the summary they're saying that there is evidence both for and against his obstruction of justice.
Obstruction of justice.
And
our favorite charge.
that is our favorite charge. And they're saying, well, if there's evidence of him obstructing justice, we want to know what that is. Like the Democrats in Congress, because the congressmen are the people that do the oversight committees and blah, blah, blah.
And for the record, I'd also be okay with the evidence against him colluding.
Well, I mean, not colluding.
Not colluding, but
obstructing justice.
Obstructing justice.
Right. We gotta make sure we keep those things clear.
Right.
But I mean, are we gonna get to what this really about?
I mean, you said it 4 times, so go ahead.
Okay, I'm just saying, can I get to it?
I mean, go ahead and get there.
Can I kick it?
I mean, yes, you can.
Shout out to the tribe.
Come on now.
You know, sometimes you just gotta take the L, man.
Okay, I mean, that's real.
I mean, I think now the Democrats have now got to just take the L to the fact that the most qualified person to ever run for president of the United States
did not win.
Just lost to a reality TV star. They got to take the L. They can no longer be like, nah, he cheated.
And it's really their fault at the end of the day.
Nah, he cheated. He was colluding with Russia. You got to put all that to bed now. You got to put all that to bed. Boy, this is setting up for somebody's going to have to really beat Trump in 2020 now. I think this opens up more of the door for Trump 2020. He's got the wall tied up in the courts.
Right.
We can't say collusion anymore. You now have to out-campaign Trump.
This is exactly what he wanted.
Exactly what he wanted. The Democrats just have to take this L. I don't want to hear any more.
Wanted to.
I mean, this is a tough one to swallow for the Democrats. Tough one.
I feel like this is a tough one to swallow for more than just them, though.
I mean, what? The Republicans are not swallowing anything. They're celebrating. They're bat flipping in the streets right now.
Right.
But, you know, it's crazy how sometimes you just have to admit that they were better than you that day. Trump was just the better political candidate.
He was not.
What I'm talking about running a political campaign, Trump and his staff was better than Hillary and their staff. We can't deny it anymore.
It's a terrible shame.
We can't say We have to just acknowledge that Trump won and Hillary lost because Trump executed his strategy better than Hillary executed hers. I mean, I don't even want to see the whole Mueller report because what the speculation is that all the evidence against Trump not all the evidence for Trump, obstructing justice is stuff that we already know.
Right.
Stuff that he's done publicly. So the Democrats are going to be clamoring for this stuff, and it's going to be stuff that we already know.
Right.
He went on TV and said X, Y, Z. Well, if he went on TV and said it, we know that.
That's public record.
Right. And also, how can you obstruct justice when there's no crime? If we're saying that there's no crime of collusion, then what exactly is he obstructing? If he's just being a pain in the butt during the investigation, well, we knew that already.
Right, but we're saying that there's evidence in there that is for.
Well, we don't know what it is. That's what I'm saying. What the evidence in there could be is stuff that we already know because he said stuff publicly about this.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you're the Democrats, do you pursue this anymore, or do you just let this be?
I mean, the only thing that they can do is just like we need to see the full report. Like that's all they can do. Is really at this point.
I think they just need to let it go. Let it go. Focus on 2020. I mean, you got 75 candidates.
Hey.
Oh, by the way, have you seen the movie Us?
I have.
What are your thoughts on it?
I went to see it on the Sunday that I caught the flu. Right after I started downing Theraflu. The first go
I
around.
thought you got to make the lean. Did you get mix it with the Sprite and the Jolly Ranchers? It works every time.
My thoughts on it. It was good. I want to go see it again. I feel like there was stuff in there that I kind of missed.
I heard people saying this is trash.
It was not trash.
I mean that's that's your opinion. I haven't seen it. I don't plan on seeing it.
It was good
Because I appreciate. I'm not gonna be like racial guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, he's black, so I'm gonna see it. But I appreciate the fact that that's all Peele's work.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody else. Like that's all mine.
Right.
I can salute that. That don't mean I'm going to see it.
I've also found it very funny. Because he keeps saying that he's gonna keep making movies with only black leads, and he was just like he's saying this publicly, like, I don't have anything against white dudes, but we've seen that movie before, and white people are just so up in arms about that.
Wow, blatant racism.
I just don't understand. Like,
It's almost like they don't do it. That's a joke.
it's just like I just don't understand. Like, anytime anyone mentions a lead other than a white one, it always comes to, well, when are you going to make a white lead? It's like, how many white leads do y'all need before y'all are satisfied? Like, why are y'all so uncomfortable with being at the center of not even of an entertainment conversation? It doesn't even make sense.
I mean,
like, it's just they don't even, it can't even fathom how selfish it is.
I mean, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of either one of Key and Peele's work. Like, I didn't like the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
I think their sketch comedy is not great at all.
Mm-hmm.
Get Out was okay at best.
Okay.
I mean,
You ain't seen it yet.
I haven't, but I mean, if 75% of people that I've heard talk about it say it's not good, I'm not saying that they're all right, but I'm not saying that they're all wrong either.
Okay.
Like, that it ain't Ocean's 11. Let's say that.
Okay.
So, I just side note for that.
But yeah, that's a very, very, very hilarious. Everybody calling them racist and whatnot. I'm just like, how?
I mean, but it is racist, but so what?
I don't
understand. Like, racist isn't a bad word to me.
Mm.
You think your race is better than the other race. Okay. Like, that's fine. Like,
cool.
Right, like, all right. Can we move on now? It did 70 million first week. Salute to Jordan Peele for that. I mean, but also it's a scary movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not a fan of scary movies.
Fair.
So I'm not. I haven't it don't matter who the lead is. What color?
Like, I ain't gonna see that shit.
Scary movies are just not great movies to me. Oh,
no,
but
that's real.
Let's get back to Trump and his friends.
Sup, guys?
So, we about to have a conversation now.
About what? The fuck
let's talk about Robert Kraft for a second.
Sup, Kraft?
And let's talk about Robert Kraft's friend Meek Mill.
Your nasty ass.
Here's where I got a problem with black people.
Okay.
And black people, you keep doing this, and I'm gonna keep pointing it out, and nothing's gonna change, and I'm gonna keep pointing it out.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when Meek Mill went to jail and everybody was up in arms?
Yeah.
And everybody said this is why we need to look at reforming the criminal justice system.
Mm-hmm.
Because Meek Mill, his parole stipulations too harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Judge wanted to remix the Boys and Men song.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, I'll get trash.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to do that. And all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, see, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what they were prepared to give Robert Kraft? Before he declined it, and now he's going to trial. But did you see what?
I heard that they said that they would drop the charges if he admitted that he was guilty.
You don't see nothing wrong with that?
When I first thought about it, when I first read that, I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Now,
hold on. And then I thought about it a little bit more, and I did some research, and I came to the conclusion that probably means 3 things.
Talk to me.
It either means that They're not after Robert Kraft. They're actually after like the actual ring of whoever it is that's selling these
women.
yeah, these women or whatever the hell is going on. And it got pressed because it's Robert Kraft. What was the third one? 2, the investigation was fallacious and full of errors, and they were definitely going to come up in a trial. And they pretty much didn't want that to come to the light. So they wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way. And it got pressed because it's Robert Kraft. Or 3. I can't remember what the third one was, actually. But those were 2 of the possibilities there.
Well, the issue is it's an open and shut case if they have audio for the video that they have.
You said it's an open and shut case if they have audio.
They have a video of Robert Kraft soliciting prostitution.
Wilding with these women?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a sex tape, so to speak. But
he is...
They have him soliciting prostitution.
Pre-sex tape. Okay.
Right.
Got you.
They have him on the foreplay version.
Got you.
But if there's audio of him saying that he's doing that, then he's guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Now that that's you and you said it, there's nothing else I need to. You can't come back from that. So.
But there's also like, because they're like the means in which they got that will definitely come to light in the trial, and then that could be dismissed that can be what is it like deemed as inadmissible.
What do you mean the means in which they got that? You mean from the security video footage?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you can get it from.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, just in the investigation, there could be mistakes and whatnot that can come to light in the trial that would
fine.
Shine light like terribly on the prosecutors.
No, that's hard. That's hard. That's a hard answer.
That's what I'm saying.
That's bars right there. But what I'm saying is
that's why I'm thinking that's why they came up with that. It's because they know that, hey, we got this evidence, but there's some other shit in here that is going to basically get all this evidence maybe tossed.
That's all of that is valid. But what I'm saying is there's no way you can mess up going to the security footage and getting that. There's nothing illegal you can do in that process. In that
specific window of time.
That's all you need. If
wrong.
I have you on tape saying, here, you're a prostitute. I'm doing this for prostitution.
Okay.
I don't care what else you do in the investigation. That's it. Like,
right.
That's the charges. But
that's not it. As a judge, that's not it.
I hear you.
Okay.
But it's not the judge, it's the jury.
Okay. Fair.
I was utterly appalled by this.
Why?
Because we don't know the extent to which Robert Kraft is complicit in all this.
When it comes to the what is it? So what was the initial thing? Like, was it?
It was soliciting prostitution was his original charge. Yeah. But then they figured out that these girls were being humanly trafficked over.
Right. Okay, that's where the issue came from. Okay, so now you're appalled because,
well, one, I mean, human trafficking is probably the most heinous thing you can do, in my eyes.
Just one of I know.
Yeah, it's in the top 2.
I mean, yeah.
And we
probably
don't know.
Of rape itself, yeah.
We don't. What'd you say?
I said probably outside of like rape itself.
I mean murder.
Okay, yeah, that's up there.
Yeah, I mean murder, human trafficking, and rape have kind of separated themselves from the rest of the felonies.
The trinity of.
But you know it's number 4.
Tragedy.
Right? Now, obviously number 4 is obstruction of justice.
Okay.
Obviously.
Not theft. Not robbery.
No, but you obstruct
not
justice.
Battery or assault.
Because we're going to get to that in the next topic. Where was I? So, yeah. So you're talking about potentially letting a human trafficker potentially walk free if he says, yeah, y'all would have got me. See, that's not Meek Mill. That's not repeatedly violating your parole.
Right.
Regardless of what the stipulations of the parole are, maybe you should just record music, Meek Mill. I don't know, right? You told me you bought the Aston Martin and it wasn't rented. Why don't you just, drive around in the Aston Martin around Philly? Right? Like, we wanted to make Meek Mill the face of criminal justice reform and let this stuff slide out the window. You don't see people marching and create movements to say, wait, we're just going to let human traffickers walk away and say, well, we would have got you.
Mm. This is given that he did know that he was indeed participating willingly into a human trafficking ring.
But we don't know that.
No, I'm just saying this just in the case that he is.
Yeah, we were just gonna let him. We're saying, yeah, we're just gonna let him walk away, and just say, oh well, you would have got me. Maybe you would have.
A lot of people weren't just okay with that. From what I saw,
well, I'm talking about black people, because this is a rich white man, right? These are the enemies, right?
Wait, what?
I'm saying that's the issue, that rich white people are able to walk away from stuff like this.
Uh-huh.
That's what needs to get changed about the criminal justice system, not Meek Mill, not violating parole repeatedly. Right, I'm saying, where is the black outrage for stuff like this?
Okay, I understand what you're saying, even though I disagree with what you said about where the issue is. Because, yes, that also is... Yes, Robert Kraft being able to walk away from this, if he's, complicit in this, that is a huge issue. But what was happening...
Well, the fact that this is even put on the table.
Huh?
Like, the fact that this is even put on the table.
Right.
That's like letting somebody walk away from something like soliciting prostitution from somebody who is being humanly trafficked.
And it's only happening because he's rich and white and old and mad.
Right, but what I'm saying is that is the issue with the criminal justice system, not the Meek Mill stuff. I'm not saying Meek Mill stuff isn't a issue. I'm saying it's not what really needs to get fixed.
Okay, fair.
Because Meek Mill can control a lot of that stuff.
Well, I mean, I feel like, because at the end of the day...
And the only reason I bring this up is because apparently Meek Mill and Robert Kraft are friends.
Yeah. I mean...
Somehow.
They're great friends. I'm still to this day, I'm a bit confused as to how that friendship...
It's one of the most unlikely friendships I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, hey. That's up there with Snoop and Martha.
No, I can get Snoop. I can get Snoop and Martha.
No.
No, because you talking about how Martha was marketed. She was marketed as America's housewife. No, Martha had a dark side. No, man.
You shut your mouth.
Martha was in the streets, man. Y'all.
Nah, I understand exactly what you're saying. I don't know. It's fuck. Because I definitely don't think, it wasn't, everybody wasn't happy about the fact that, this dude is able to just maybe walk away from this whole thing because with this whole situation just because he got, money and power behind his name. And that's also another thing about when it comes to social media is everybody want to just hop on and joke about everything immediately. But, I mean, at the end of the day, when you got the money, you can just throw them. Sometimes issues like this, you can just throw money at it and it'll disappear.
Right. Well, I'm saying I don't want just to chalk this up to the game. Because I think that's what we're doing. We just kind of chalking this up to the game. Hey, he's rich, he's powerful. It happens. So that part shouldn't happen.
So then I ask you, what would you suggest that we do? Because I know that when it comes to you in this conversation, you believe that it is far more of an issue of capital of class rather than race.
Yeah.
So what do you suggest that we as the lower class of people do with this other than, a Marxist type proletariat revolution? What would you suggest about something like this?
I'm just suggesting that Well, one, I'm suggesting, and it's going to be kind of the theme of what we're going to talk about for the next, 2 or 3 topics, is that we come up with the standard. We live in America where there is no real right or wrong. That everything is we live kind of in the gray area where, I need context. I need this. If you say, wait, this is right, this is wrong. You go wrong, you get punished for wrong. Ain't no, well, maybe you can walk away. Like, hey, y'all should be in this district attorney's butthole right now. Like, yo, nah, take that off the table. Immediately. That's not an option right now.
No, unfortunately, in the justice system, when people get a nice little bag thrown right in front of them, suddenly things disappear.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. That is a bigger issue to me than Meek Mill getting a bad judge.
Fair.
Like, it's a bigger issue.
Okay.
I'm not, I don't want to make, like, I'm anti-Meek. I'm not anti-Meek. I'm just saying that I'm more pro this being something that you want to tackle first.
Okay, fair.
But it's not just about white, rich, and powerful. Let's go to the yellow, rich, and powerful. Let's go to light-skinned, rich, and powerful. Smollett.
Oh,
it's over.
It's finally.
We did all that, and it's over.
But it's not.
Talk to me.
Because Trump has ordered the FBI to probe into it.
Yeah, no, they ain't gonna do nothing.
I mean, I look.
I mean, he said it, but they're not gonna do nothing. Trump's got bigger issues to worry about.
Yeah, I know. But why Trump would do that, I don't really know. But
because it's a big story.
But yeah, it's over, and it's the same issue, really. Like,
it's the exact same issue.
Somebody.
Lee Daniels.
Lee, which is crazy because he got money to throw at the legal system, but he ain't got money to pay Dame. But anyways.
Who?
Dame Dash.
Well, he owed Dame Dash some money?
He owed Dame Dash plenty of money.
I mean, Dame Dash ain't gonna beat him.
Because Dame Dash, I believe, Dame Dash
ain't gonna pull up on him.
Dame Dash has 100% pulled up on him. There is video of him pulling up.
No, that's fine, but what I'm saying, he ain't gonna pull up on him and get that back.
He literally has tried.
I mean, this is the United States and the UK right now. Like, yeah, you could pull up on me, but you not finna get my money back, though. Like, I'm sure, yeah, Dame is from Brooklyn. Dame
is like, been right there. It's just like, look, give me my fucking money. Like, there's video of it. It's hilarious. Actually.
Right, but I'm saying, has he received a dime?
I don't think so.
Right,
but
so
yeah,
you can pull up on me, but you ain't finna get that back.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, Jussie's got people behind him, which is crazy. Like, and apparently Empire's not getting canceled.
No.
Apparently Jussie's still on the show.
Yep.
It's madness.
Side note, I didn't know Jussie Smollett was 36.
Me neither.
I thought he was way younger than that. I thought he was like 31.
I thought he was like 28 or something like that.
Yeah, so that's that. Way too old to be doing stuff like this. But then let's go ahead and talk about it from another point of view, though.
I also find it really hilarious that the CPD are just like so upset about this. So upset about this, but we're not upset about all the other cases that they've been fumbling over the past few years for the actual citizens. Well, I'm not going to sit here and say Jussie Smollett. Well, does Jussie Smollett live in Chicago?
No, I think that's where they shoot a lot of Empire, though.
Okay, yeah, but they've been fumbling all of these cases with the actual citizens, but then they're so upset about this one high profile case that they couldn't get. But I digress once more.
Oh, I had to add a topic on here.
Well, I mean, yeah, we can go.
No, I mean, I'm not done with Jamal Lyon.
No, we're not finished with him.
So how do we look at him now?
I mean, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Because
we basically, I mean, do we? So here's how I interpreted what all just happened.
Mm-hmm. At first, I felt sorry, and
either a hate crime was committed,
mm-hmm.
and nothing is going to come of that, or somebody staged a hate crime,
mm-hmm.
secretly did community service, forfeited their 10% bond, which means they're say pretty much, hey, I staged this stuff, and nothing is going to come from it.
I'm thinking it's more of the latter than the former.
No, I mean, like, it, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's either or.
Right.
Like, let's say that Jussie Smollett isn't lying to everybody, which he is. I've been honest since day one.
And nothing happened. And nothing is going to come of it. No justice.
I mean, not even no justice. Just they don't even get to go to court. They don't get arrested. Like, we don't even ask them what really happened. The two people who allegedly committed this crime, if we believe Jussie Smollett, or Jussie Smollett just staged a hate crime and completely took advantage of his sexuality and his race, completely exploited it, and exploited everybody who decided to follow this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag, pray for Jussie, or whatever it was.
I don't know the hashtags for Jussie.
Whatever the social media movement was, everybody got duped again. People are taking their sexuality, their freaking race. If you're Big Sean, you're taking your mental health, quote unquote, and you're just exploiting that stuff to get the bag. And we keep letting it happen. And again, it's the same thing as Robert Kraft. Whoever this lady is at the Chicago PD was like, we would have got a conviction. He wouldn't have went to jail, which I didn't think you could really go to jail for filing a false police report.
I mean, that's definitely something that you...
That's community service and a fine. So what I'm saying is, they're saying that they would have gotten a conviction. So we're just going to let him stage hate crimes and then we're just going to let him walk out? What? So, like, black people, what do you want from the justice system? You can always tell me what's wrong when it's the white people doing it. When Robert Kraft is doing it, we can point out the wrongness. When Meek Mill gets a bad judge, we can say this is what's problem with it. But then when Jussie Smollett gets off, we not saying, no, okay, then we going to take the justice into our hands. We not watching Empire until you get him off the show.
I mean, hey, that's definitely something that should have been happening because that show been trash. But yeah, that definitely should be happening because, like,
I don't watch Empire. I don't watch Empire after the second season.
Same.
Because the music stopped being good.
But also it's just like, but this boy.
How you gonna do a duet with two women that can't sing? You can't do a duet is only with people that can sing. A duet? You can't do a duet over a trap beat. What are we doing? My bad. I'm sorry.
I understand. I mean, I 100% agree. You know me as a musician myself. The show definitely started giving into the treading into the travesty land of music. At some point or another. But
I mean, I was able to get past drip drippity drop.
Bang 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 bang. They go bang 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 bang.
Right, like the amount of bad music I put up with everybody but Jussie. Jussie was the only one that was producing good music for the first 2 seasons.
Yeah,
and he's some garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to do with this because, even when I was just talking to everybody a lot, well, just other people, not everybody, but other people about this, and they were just like, everybody just wanted to remain silent about it, and everyone was just saying, I'm gonna keep believing victims, and I'm just like, but he's not a victim. It's becoming more and more clear the more of this that comes out.
Who gets bleach poured on them, a noose around their neck, and performs 16 hours of community service?
And broken ribs. Can't forget the broken rib.
So he in there with the broken rib thing, got to breathe through the little thing to get your rib strength back, and he doing community service. Why would you do community service for a crime that you are a victim of? Come on, dog. Like, stop playing with me.
Huh?
How many times are y'all gonna keep falling for this? But let's stay in Chicago. The topic that I should have added.
What's up?
I mean, the prosecutor for the R. Kelly case is trying to extort Nike.
What is this?
Yeah, the guy that's prosecuting R. Kelly was trying to extort Nike.
How so? I mean,
he was calling them and asking them for money.
Wow.
Because he was like, I know that you paid Bowl. Like, I know you've been paying athletes, so if you don't give me mines, I'm going to go public with it.
How did that go for him?
I mean, not great.
It's Nike. Go public?
Wait. Nike. Yeah, obviously that didn't go great for him. Like, he was... yeah, he was trying to extort Nike. But, he's represented Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
And I think he's on the other side of the R. Kelly case. So the women who were suing R. Kelly, he's their lawyer. Boy, that's not a good look for their case. More glimmer of hope for R. Kelly.
It's terrible.
Is this what R. Kelly knew that nobody else knew? Because that throws their whole entire case. I told you, it's just a reasonable doubt. It
doesn't throw the whole case away.
It does, but it gives you reasonable doubt. I told you. I think R. Kelly thinks he's got enough to get reasonable doubt. I don't think he's gonna get a full exoneration.
Yeah, of course he has reasonable doubt. He made fucking.
That's enough to get him off. I keep telling you.
He made Step in the Name of Love, and all these older black women are gonna continuously go to his shows and support him.
I'm just saying.
And then that's going.
I'm just saying. If the lawyer on the other side is trying to extort Nike, that's not enough, but that certainly adds to the reasonable doubt case.
Terrible.
I told you, R. Kelly.
I'm tired of his sleeve. If I will happily go the rest of my life without hearing Jussie Smollett's name. That would be great. I'm tired of hearing R. Kelly's name. That would be wonderful.
I agree with you. And like in all seriousness,
I'm tired of hearing their names.
In all seriousness, yeah, I'm a little bit sick of R. Kelly.
I'm sick of all of them.
I'm glad the Jussie Smollett thing is kind of dying down, so I don't have to talk about it anymore.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. Shut the fuck up.
All of you. But I had to get that joke off.
Jesus Christ.
Dang, that helps his reasonable doubt. That helps it. Speaking of reasonable doubt, so Daniel Caesar. I didn't know Daniel Caesar had blonde hair.
Me neither. I didn't know until
So
that video.
So John Mayer, Dave Chappelle, and Daniel Caesar are all in the same place. That's got to be a weird trio of people.
It's a very interesting bunch.
And they were all drunk, and Dave Chappelle commented that Daniel Caesar was gay, and Daniel Caesar got offended, and Dave Chappelle didn't care.
And he doubled down. and John Mayer said, no, he didn't mean that. Dave Chappelle said, yep, no, I did. I meant that.
Yo, first of all, let's go ahead and shout out Dave Chappelle right quick, because that was the bossest move I've ever seen. In this era, he was able to turn Daniel Caesar from, I'm really offended by you calling me gay, to, well, maybe I was overreacting. And he said, I thought about it, you were. That's what yes, Dave Chappelle. Yes.
That shit was hilarious. He was
because
like, no.
I don't understand why it's so difficult. If I call you gay and you know that you're not gay, why does it matter what I call you? If I said, AJ, you're gay, we both know that's the furthest thing from the truth. So why would you even allow that to come into you and affect how you feel?
I was just feeling.
Right. Well, that happened, and now my life is still moving on.
I was just like, well, why are you calling me that? Like, I mean, you know that's not true.
Right. Like it's just all right. But like your day is not ruined. You're not offended by that.
No,
because you know when it come down to it.
But I also know you. We got that type of relationship. Right.
But then Daniel Caesar went on Instagram Live, I believe. And he basically said, niggas is sensitive. Black people are being mean to white people.
Is this in regards to the Yes Jules thing?
Why are we being mean to Yes Jules, Joe Budden? Why can't black people take a joke?
Well, why are you asking why people were being mean to Yes Jules in specific?
No, that's what he was asking. He was just asking. He was just talking all that stuff.
Because Yes Jules, the issue with Yes Jules is she has a consistent pattern of behavior of shitting on black people, and then trying to dice it up to everybody's hurting my feelings and getting back up in her little white girl bag, and then she continues to do the exact same thing. That's why people are mean to her. Because she keeps saying, "Oh, I did all this and I'm sorry," and stop attacking me and all this other stuff. Yeah, the best way to not end up in that situation is to stop doing the shit that keeps getting you in that fucking situation.
I don't know the first thing about Yes Jules.
I mean, this is just my understanding of what's happening. So, I mean, she keeps repeating the same pattern of behavior and expecting a different result. That's why.
Yes Jules aside, I think Daniel Caesar is trying to make a bigger point.
Bigger point, he didn't really articulate it as well.
White people is what he was saying. Why don't we just all... It sounded very Kanye-ish.
Yeah.
So we getting Daniel Caesar up out of here like we got Kanye up out of here?
I mean, well, I don't particularly haven't liked anything that Kanye has put out over the past few years. So,
this is the music conversation. This says you're gonna try to insert.
No, me personally, like I'm not gonna not listen to his next project.
I mean, but he said the same thing that Kanye said. But when we talked about Kanye, it was bigger than music.
But Kanye keeps doing it.
So we're giving Daniel Caesar a pass because
it's just like, look here, nigga, shut the fuck up. You like tread lightly.
I mean, but I don't know, man. See, like that's nothing. Nothing.
What?
It's another thing with you.
What?
You guys are very picky, choosy with who you decide that you want to support when they mess up, and who you decide to not support when they mess up.
We tried our damnedest to support Kanye when he was messing up, and he just kept fucking up.
Daniel Caesar has erred here in what he was saying. He has erred. He has said incorrect things.
Yes.
About why black people are mean to white people.
Yes, he has.
In 2019, I don't think that should be a question that we should be asking. Why are black people mean to white people?
That is very true. But also keep in mind, he's not from here. So
why are you talking about stuff you don't know about?
Exactly.
Why are you talking to me about stuff you don't know about as if you were the expert at what you're talking about? Mm-hmm. So he has erred.
Yes, exactly. Which is why we're saying shut the fuck up.
Why?
Shut up. That's why we're saying shut up, Daniel Caesar. Shut the fuck up, goddammit. You sounded dumb as hell. You don't know what you're talking about. And we love your music.
I mean, but what I'm saying is,
you're not. We understand.
I'm saying he didn't have the equity that Yandi had.
But the thing
Yandi had equity.
But the thing is, Yandi had the equity, and he kept talking himself out of it.
Well, what else
over
did he
years
do?
And years and years and years and years.
Okay, well, what else did he do? Remind me, because I'm not privy to what else.
I mean, I'm just saying, he just keeps doubling. He just keeps doing the same shit. He keeps speaking on the same exact thing. Kanye was in this little tirade long before the slavery was a choice.
I'm drawing a blank of what exactly was said. Only thing I remember, because I don't follow Kanye unless it's music. Like, fair. I don't follow Kanye's personal things that he does outside of just recording music. I remember him like going off about Jay-Z, and I was like, yeah, that's not who you want to go off on. And then the whole slavery thing, then the whole George Bush doesn't like black people
he's been
thing back in the day.
He's been in a downward spiral since I'm thinking right after
808s.
Wait, no, yeah, because
808s he was messed up.
Yeah.
After his mom died.
Yeah, we understand that, but
it was different
because it was 808s, then My Beautiful, and then Watch the Throne. Or was it?
Yeah.
And then what was after Watch the Throne?
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But what I'm saying is it a music thing? Is it because Kanye's music? Like, if Kanye was still on the college dropout, late registration, graduation run, and he was talking about this, are you saying that you would still support him because that's his equity is building up? Is it just because we don't like not Saint Pablo, Life of Pablo and Ye?
Life of Pablo. I hated Ye. Ye was trash. You know that.
I mean, he had mental health issues. Right?
I mean, part of the rollout, right?
We can't say that he doesn't have mental health issues. I can.
Okay.
Kanye's just crazy. Nothing mental healthy with Kanye.
I mean, well, you can have mental health issues and be crazy.
What is mental health issues? Let's get in there.
What exactly?
Know. What do you think mental health issues are?
What do I think they are?
I'm just saying I'm not talking about like mental health as a whole. I'm talking about like, is anxiety mental health issue? Is depression a mental health issue? Is PTSD a mental health issue?
Clinically speaking, or like socially?
Socially. I mean, obviously nobody's looking at what the science is saying about that.
I'm like socially, I would think a lot of us have anxiety on some like either low or mid level.
I agree with that. So what makes it from just everyday anxiety of like I don't know what the future holds to it's a mental health issue?
But what I'm
from a social point of view, I don't know.
I don't know either because I don't play into the mental health bag like that. So
no, I don't either.
So yeah, like I personally have no idea what that would entail.
So when somebody says that they've been going through something, like I don't know where the line is drawn, which is the theme of this. We keep moving the line.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to draw a line and stick to it. Right? When it's criminal justice, it's Meat Mill bought an Aston Martin and we said it was rented. So whatever happens after that is fine, but we can let human sex traffickers potentially go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we really like Empire, so we can move the line for Jussie Smollett. And we've liked R. Kelly for years, so we can move the line wherever we want to move it. About R. Kelly. So, like, I'm just trying to figure out what the line is on mental health.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Does somebody want to help me figure that out?
I mean,
we can start actually helping the people who actually have mental health issues, Mac Miller,
mm-hmm.
and we can stop pandering to people who are using it to roll out stuff. Kanye, Big Sean.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree. I mean, I don't know what the line is because, like, I mean, you look left and right, and everybody has something nowadays, and that's not to say that some of y'all aren't suffering for it. It just
is to say that some of y'all aren't suffering for it. That's exactly what we're trying to say.
Well,
that we know that everybody doesn't have a high level of anxiety that it's crippling. I think Big Sean is doing okay right now. I think when Janae Aiko left Big Sean, I don't think Big Sean balled up in his room for 4.5 days because his anxiety was acting up.
That's what, and I understand why we may think that. I'm just saying I don't. Yeah, like that. Everybody is turning around and saying that they have something, but I can't sit here and say because I don't know about all these people and what the hell they got going on in their head.
And that's the thing. Everybody doesn't want to be the guy that calls people out. So we just assume that what they're saying is true because we can't determine it. That's where I'm getting at.
Okay, I understand. But I'm not gonna assume anything's true. I'm just not going. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying you don't know, but I'm just saying nobody is asking. Really, Big Sean? You got mental health issues? Talk to me about it. Don't talk to me about them when a song is coming out the next day. Just talk to me about them. right? Like Charlemagne the God.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
When he was going through mental health issues, he wasn't trying to promote Brilliant Idiots. He wasn't trying to promote the Breakfast Club. He was like, no, we finna have this talk about mental health, and I'm gonna open up about my personal struggles with it. You don't see that from anybody else unless it's a project coming out. Maybe Logic. Maybe, but even that was a song on the album.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, does anybody want to actually press these people when they just say it, or is this just the untouchable subject? Because, oh yeah, of course I can't comment on somebody's mental health.
But
yes, you can.
How far do we go when we're talking about people in their art form? Because I mean, if there's any ultimate expression of the mind, it is your art, and
Right,
that
so,
could come out in.
But mental health doesn't just occur when you're in the studio. Mental health is supposedly a 24/7 thing.
Yes,
so you're not always in the studio, Big Sean, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why are we just now hearing about this when it comes to promoting your music? You have 20 hours in the day when you're not in the studio to go talk about it, and people will pay you handsomely to talk about it. So why are we just now hearing about this from Big Sean? Now, when mental health is the thing. Because you hear everybody's been suffering from depression for years, but nobody wanted to say nothing. So you just didn't want to get better, right? You just was going to sit there and wallow in your depression? Right? I mean, I'm asking. What is the line? Somebody show me where the line is.
Show me a line.
Right.
Is there a line?
Show me something that resembles a line.
Is it straight? Is it curved?
Back to Daniel Caesar.
Uh-huh.
Where is the line about how ignorant you can be before we saying, all right, dog, shut up. We don't know. You not saying nothing else. We don't want to hear nothing else from you. Because what he sound, I listened to the video. Mm-hmm. That sounded like somebody who I don't want to hear your music anymore.
Fair.
If that's your views, son, like, nah, you got to go read a book before you get back to me.
Gotta come learn.
Right, you gotta get you a library card. Go learn
you something.
You gotta get you a library card before I want to listen to your next project.
That's fair. I don't know the line, man.
I mean, because it's freaking arrogant. That like somebody from Canada, and it had nothing wrong. It really don't have anything to do with him being from Canada. Somebody who ain't never really been through the Black American struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Who you telling me about? All right, dog.
I understand.
Surviving Cardi B.
I understand 100%, bro.
Surviving Cardi B.
Well.
So Cardi B, it now is resurfaced that Cardi B said when she was a stripper, she drugged and raped.
Well, she
drugged and robbed. I'm sorry.
Men.
Drugged and robbed men.
This is from a IG live from, she said 3 years ago. That is resurfaced.
What are we doing? What do we do with that? And it's the same thing.
I don't fucking know.
Because we think it's cute when she goes, oh, crrr, or what?
But this goes down to, see, because all of this that has happened over, I hate you. all of this that has happened over these past few weeks, Cardi B, everybody don't need to know what the fuck be going on. Sometimes it's okay to shut the fuck up. I understand that you like you real and you're authentic and that's how you get down, and yes, and I understand, but sometimes it's okay to not say stuff. Like sometimes it's just some things that we just don't need to hear. I.e. some shit like this. This is why when I become famous, I'm not talking about shit in the media. I ain't talking about shit to nobody other than happy shit. Like good things, good positive things in the world. I'm not talking, I'm not giving my views on politics. I'm not giving my views on shit. I ain't got time to be doing this.
So what you saying?
I want to make music.
No. Let's cut to the point, B. You saying that when you get famous, the podcast is over?
No, I'm
we gonna be giving our
no. We
views on
gonna be on the
everything
we gonna be on the podcast.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna be on this press run. Just fucking around and just saying everything all willy nilly. No, nigga, what the fuck you thought? You know what it is. You know what it is. Why CGT, dog?
I had to make sure.
Why CGT?
I had to make sure.
Could get me on hyping this bitch.
Anyways, I had to make sure.
Like I was saying, when I get famous, I ain't giving my views on none of this shit because, like. Come on.
I'm giving my views.
Like, I'm gonna talk on this show, and then I'm gonna be. And if anybody got anything to say about it, go listen to the show. I'm not finished. We not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about music.
I hear you.
I'm doing the podcast, and I'm recording music, and anything else that I talk about gonna be happy shit. I'm trying to do it in the world, positive shit, things I'm trying to leave an impact. Like, I'm not finna fuck around with y'all trying to implore my views or whatever, and next thing you know, all this other cancel culture bullshit because somebody disagrees with something. Like, for instance, us, apparently there's been uproar from the disability community because of the voice that
this is the movie Us?
Yes.
Okay.
The voice that Lupita, is it Nyong'o? Lupita, mm-hmm. the main character. Mm-hmm. The voice that her double essentially uses has inspired some outrage from the disabilities community, and she just had to come out and apologize for that. Even though when you think about it, and you think about the disability that they think that she's making fun of in the context of the movie, that character would actually 100% have that. But also, it's just like, where is this energy for like Forrest Gump or Rudy or any other movie where there were characters with disabilities? But it's just like any and everything just pisses somebody the fuck off, and I'm not here for that shit.
So let's go back to Daniel Caesar.
I'm not here for none of it. Nah, we gotta talk about Cardi B.
No,
Cardi
we gonna keep.
Okay. Cardi B, sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. Sometimes you don't have to tell everybody what the fuck it is. Whatever the hell is going on in the media, sometimes it's okay for you to look. You want to pick up your phone and you want to get on IG Live and you about to press the button. Sometimes it's okay for you to just close the app. Sometimes it's okay for you to hit the power button. Sometimes it's okay for you to put the phone down. Sometimes it's okay for you to just go back to business. Go back to getting that bag of yours, or whatever the hell it is that you're doing. We don't need to know all this shit all the time. And it's always going to land you in a hot fire because someone's always going to be pissed off about something that you say. So sometimes you just got to shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. That's all you got to do sometimes. That's the only reason we're in this situation. Everyone knows that in fucking New York, of all places, strippers do shit like that to niggas who are trying to solicit sex from strippers.
Transactional.
That is what happens. I'm gonna keep it. We want to talk about it, or we want to talk about it. When you're in a strip club and you're trying to solicit sex from a stripper, that is your fucking fault. You are a man in there trying to get your money to do whatever the hell it is that you want to do with this stripper. And yes, it's wrong for her to drug and to rob you. But you know what you shouldn't be doing? Soliciting sex from strippers. She is there to work. If you want to have sex with a stripper, by all means do that. But just know, if you are there in her place of business trying to solicit that from her, and that is not what she's there to do, and she takes you to do whatever else, you are at her fucking expense now.
All right.
Whatever happens, that's on you. You know why? Because you fucking did it. Because you asked for it.
All right. So before I answer,
that's my view on that shit.
I got you. But let's go back to Daniel Caesar.
Yes, it's wrong. But all of those men, and we're gonna keep it a buck especially when it comes to this Me Too shit. We're gonna keep it there. About he asked for it. Literally, all of these men were asking for it. They weren't asking to be drugged. They weren't asking to be robbed. But they were asking to be put in that type of situation.
All right,
my bad. Go ahead.
So let's go back to Daniel Caesar for a second.
Why are we going back to Daniel Caesar?
Because I want to ask a question. Because you just brought up the whole disability thing with us and how everybody's so sensitive. So if Daniel Caesar didn't specifically put black people in being sensitive and just said everybody is sensitive, would we have a problem with what he said?
Probably not.
Okay. I just want to make sure that. So let's go back.
But also, I mean, again, But if he were to say that, if he were to say about everybody, then it wouldn't be quite as incorrect.
Right. That's just really what I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
I don't think
saying that about black people in specific because he doesn't know what it means to be a black person in America all the way because he only been here for 2-3 years or whatever. That is what makes his talk entirely incorrect.
Well, I didn't like the arrogance in which he was like, yeah, like I know what I'm talking about, like cancel me,
because
like
that
cancel
nigga
me.
don't
Is
know
like, no, what you asking for? You want me to do what? Cancel you? Cool.
Like we can do that. We'll happily do that.
We can draw up the paperwork on Monday.
Like that's no problem. But if he were to say that about everybody, then he actually wouldn't be incorrect at all.
Right. So I mean, but black people are a part of everybody.
Yeah.
So I mean, are black people sensitive to taking jokes from white people? Yes, but so is everybody else.
Yeah.
That's called being American in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a black thing. But back to Cardi B. Now,
but also still fuck yes Jules because she still has this long history of this behavior.
We not finna sit here and like look, I feel like I gotta say this because you actually into this one.
Yeah.
Which I like it.
Yeah.
I like when you bring that in.
Yeah, what's up?
But we do gotta say that AJ's views are AJ's views and my views are my views.
Oh, that yeah.
Because I'm not gonna come up here and I'm not gonna bash nobody else with a podcast.
I'm not gonna sit here and bash her. I'm just saying, look.
No, if you gonna say F you to her, I mean, then you gotta own it.
No, I'm not right. I'll own that because what I'm sitting here saying is, if you want people to stop harassing you and all this other shit, you need to change your behavior.
That's cool. Yeah,
you keep coming after niggas, and then you wonder why niggas are mad. It's because you keep coming after niggas.
I mean, I'm just saying if somebody come for you, just know that they coming for you. But then I'm a clap.
Right. You can't get mad when you poke at the beast, and then now the beast is now being the beast.
Told you.
And now you're upset.
Told you. Can't do it.
Sit your goddamn ass down somewhere. Maybe the beast would have just looked at you and just looked right back down.
All right, so let's get back to Cardi B. So
sat there and ate your food. I don't know, bro. It felt good. It felt good to say. It felt good to say. It felt right. It did. All right, back to Cardi B.
So I understand that in the world of sex working in New York, stuff like that happens. I just want to get to some logic here. Now, if I'm trying to hypothetically solicit sex from a stripper, I don't think you have to drug me. Like, I'm already complicit in the situation. This is a transactional relationship.
100%.
I'm paying you so that I can do things that I couldn't do for free.
Right.
So why are you drugging?
So that she can get more than just what the transaction was worth.
I mean,
i.e. robbing him.
Right. I mean, but
and not do the sexual transaction. She didn't want to have sex. She just wanted the money.
I just feel like there's better ways to do that.
I mean, probably.
You know, like, you could just have multiple people, bring them to a spot, and then it's like, look, you double teamed.
Fair.
All right? You run that thing, and nothing has to happen. So, I mean, do I think we should cancel Cardi B because of this? No. She used to be a stripper. Yeah. Like, I don't know, just because somebody goes pop for a minute doesn't mean that they wasn't, in 2016, we didn't really know or care who Cardi B was. She was the ratchet loving hip hop girl with the messed up teeth that couldn't talk right. Now that's a national brand. Because for some reason, we don't care about pronunciation of words today. All right. What in the world is occur? You mean okay? Is that what you were trying to say? Huh?
You know she's trying to trademark that, right?
I would bet. I don't think she has to. Nobody can say that like her. so, I mean, I don't know. I don't want people to compare this to Bill Cosby. It's not the same thing.
They've definitely been trying really hard.
Yeah, this is not the same thing at all.
It's not the same thing at all, you fucking idiots.
But I mean, like I said, there's a line though. I mean, the line for me is, is drugging and raping really, like, completely and utterly different than drugging and robbing? Not really.
Raping is entirely different from robbing.
Right, but I mean, like I said, but the drugging and raping and drugging and robbing, you're drugged and then I'm doing what I want to you, is kind of what is happening.
Yeah.
So like,
but raping and robbing,
right? No, raping and robbing are two completely different things. Yes, but what I'm saying is it's more about the fact that I'm not raping somebody who is sober. I have to get them in a certain state to do what I want. Mm-hmm. I'm not robbing somebody that is sober. I'm doing, like, the actions are the same. It's just leading to two different results. Okay. So, but what I'm saying is, like, is there a huge difference on the surface level? Not really. But the line for Bill Cosby is different than the line for Cardi B. So what is the line? If you're going to compare it, then you're saying that it's the drugging that's the primary issue, not the raping or the robbing. It's the only way you can compare the two situations.
That's why we're not comparing them.
No, but people are. That's what I'm saying. So are we saying that that's the line?
Well, people are just trying to compare.
I'm searching for the line.
People are just trying to compare it because people are just, and this is really coming down to fucking idiot ass black men trying to.
So let's say 30 people come forward and was like, yeah, Cardi B drugged and robbed me. Is it a different conversation?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think, because me personally, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not.
You have a line,
huh?
You have a line,
huh?
You have a line.
Yeah, well, it could be rape and robbery. Not the same. Nope. Definitely wrong. Definitely both wrong. Nope. Yeah, Cardi should definitely, face the consequences of that, but not the same.
But what should the consequences be?
Shit, I don't know. What are the consequences of
drugging and robbing?
Drugging and robbing.
Is that a charge?
Yeah, shit. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Right. Okay.
But hey, if ain't nobody gonna come forward, in charge the bitch, then
let's go from 1B to 3 Bs. Let's go from Cardi B to triple B.
It's over. They're coming home.
So
they're coming home.
It appears that in LeVar Ball's search for fame, he forgot to check who was running his business.
And he forgot to make sure that he had a good product.
Well, forget product being aside. Homeboy been robbing the Big Baller brand for about 1.5 mil. And Lonzo is now severed ties with the Big Baller brand.
I didn't know about the robbery part. I just thought that.
Yeah, dude was skimming money off the top because LeVar Ball wasn't actually the CEO of. It was this guy. Like, this guy was running all of the business stuff. Like, LeVar Ball was just a talking head.
Okay.
And so not only is the Big Baller brand over, but now there's speculation that the Big Baller brand shoes is what was causing Lonzo Ball's ankle injury.
Shit.
They may have been what was causing. So how do we even discuss what the Big Baller brand was? Because I've been saying for a long time, we gotta screen who we decide to support. We can't just support somebody because they get a little buzz and they say a couple of things that we agree with. This guy, LeVar Ball, has turned out to be a bad businessman. He created a bad product that damaged the face of his brand's probable career. He went from possible star of the Lakers that was going to bring the Lakers back to resurgence, he could be in New Orleans this summer.
Back in New Orleans.
He could be in New Orleans.
So right in the bench because you ain't taking Drew's spot. Drew Bowden. True.
No, if they trade Anthony Davis, they get Drew Holiday out of there. They
Drew to the Lakers?
No, Drew not going to the Lakers. Drew going somewhere else. Drew going like Utah. I love to see him in Utah. Him and Donovan Mitchell in the backcourt. I like that.
Well, what's the guy? What's his name?
Who?
The other two guard they got. The Utah Jazz from Duke.
Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
That's a nice little threesome.
Grayson on the bench.
That's a nice little threesome.
That's nasty.
I like that.
I like that. Is Grayson playing well?
No.
No.
His girl fine though.
Huh?
His girl fine.
Man, I'm sure. Grayson doesn't seem like the type that roll with ugly.
Yeah, he doesn't settle. He gets all the way to the rack. Yeah, man. So LeVar Ball has turned out to be
terrible.
LeVar fraud. He was talking all that noise and everybody liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody thought like, yeah, let him get his own shoe. Let him start his own shoe company. Nah. Right? We was telling Lonzo to get away from his dad. And now it turns out what they really got. Nothing. They did all of this talking for nothing. Lonzo's still shooting 52% from the free throw line. I don't know. That's not an actual stat.
We shall look it up. You keep going. I will.
So I mean, confirm. I just, it comes again to drawing the line of who we as a community decide to support and who we decide to not support. Everybody does not garner support. Sometimes you have to let people show and prove before you support them. That's okay too. Right? When we were talking, when LeVar Ball was stay in your lane to the white girl that used to be on the herd, we was all for it. Christine Leahy.
Lonzo Ball is 41.7% from the free throw line.
What?
Of the 2018-2019 NBA regular season.
42% from the free throw line?
41.7.
Yeah. From the free throw line?
From the free throw line.
What is he shooting from three?
He is shooting 31.5% from 3 point.
What is he shooting from the field?
He's shooting 38% even.
That is not an NBA player. That is a G League player right there.
Averaging 10 points, 6 assists, 6 boards, a block, 2 steals, 2 fouls, and 2 turnovers.
That is a horrible stat line. I mean, the old 34...
on 30 minutes a game.
The old 34, 31, 42 shooting splits are the worst in NBA history. But yeah, so now this whole Ball thing is about to come crashing down. We just got to figure out who it is that we support. And we have to make that person show and prove. Show and prove. Now, let's stay with the Lakers.
Oh no! According to the official NBA stats, he is shooting 40.6 from the field, 32.9 from 3, and 41.7 from the free throw line.
That's equally as bad.
It's actually slightly worse.
Right.
Averaging 9.9 points a game.
Yeah, yo.
5 boards, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 fouls. That's it.
He's terrible.
Not even the block anymore.
And I still believe in Lonzo. I think Lonzo's still going to end up being a really good player. We put too much hype on him because of his dad, and now we're figuring out that his dad isn't the guy that we thought he was.
He's a bum. A shame.
Let's stay with the Lakers for a minute. So obviously, Lakers ain't going to the playoffs this year.
Nope.
They shut LeBron down for the year.
About damn time.
Did LeBron mess this up by signing with the Lakers this year? And should the Lakers consider trading LeBron?
I don't think he messed it up per se this year. I mean, I think it came with the media circus. I don't think that the organization was ready for it. This also shines well. We've kind of known that the Lakers organization itself has been shit. So, I mean, this just comes with, I don't think that the rest of the team was really ready for that. Really ready for the shit show that unfortunately follows LeBron everywhere that he goes. So, I mean, I would say he kind of messed it up in the sense that he. I mean, you can't really say that he wasn't even playing all that well though, because I mean, the dude was 27-9-9 for the year, like him giving very the eye test is clearly showing that he's giving half effort,
if that,
yeah. And he's getting 27-9-9. This dude is a fucking freak, but I don't he might have messed it up in giving half effort to, throughout the entire season. But I mean, I just don't think that the guys on the squad were really ready for it.
So you don't think the Lakers should consider trading LeBron?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they need I think another year or something. I think will do.
Okay. So can I get in my bag?
Well, before you get in your bag,
yeah.
Answer that question. I know because I know you're going to explain the whole thing.
When I get in my bag, I'm going to answer it.
But answer it up front and then get in your bag.
Should they consider trading LeBron?
Well, did he mess it up? And should he?
Did he mess it up? Yes. Should they consider trading him? Yes.
Okay. Now get in your bag.
So,
talk that
one,
shit.
It's not for the reasons you think. Okay. So, obviously, everything was going according to plan.
At what point?
No, I'll explain. When he went to Miami, they got the big three together.
Yep.
They started off 9-9.
Yeah.
Right? It took them 20, 25 games to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, around Christmas time, they started running through the league.
Was that the streak year or was that the...
No, that was the first year.
Oh, okay.
Streak year was year 3. They went 27-9 for the next 36 games.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of took a couple steps back in January to get to the All-Star break, and then they started revving up for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
When he went back to Cleveland, first 25 games, they were terrible.
Dookie water. I remember that.
They got on a little winning streak.
Mm-hmm.
And then in January, back to Dookie water. Get Blatt out of there. Or no. Then they started revamping the roster in January for the trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
They limped into the All-Star break. Then they kind of slowly started building up for the playoffs. They got to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
He went to L.A.
They lose to... Well, they
were terrible the first 18 to 20 games of the season.
Well, I feel like getting Blatt out of there was part of it.
Well, I mean, in Cleveland...
Because they didn't get Blatt out until after the first
yeah,
season,
the second year they got Blatt out of there.
Right.
But when he went to the Lakers,
mm-hmm.
they were terrible. You were like, oh my God, this team sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Then 20 games in, they kind of figured it out. They were the 4th seed in the West.
Mm-hmm.
They were blowing out the Warriors. Then what happened?
Injury.
Something that we never expected to happen was that LeBron would get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Groin injuries are tricky ones. I've had groin injuries before. As have I. My groins are terrible.
That shit sucks.
You never quite get back.
You literally got to sit the fuck down somewhere. Like,
right. And it came out that the guy who was working with LeBron on his injury said LeBron should have been out for 6 months, not 1.
mm-hmm.
So LeBron was never 100% this year. And that's why I think he messed it up by signing with the Lakers this year. Also, he's got like 97 shows on TV. He's got the new one, like, you seen this whole $1 Million Mile thing that's coming?
I haven't seen a single one of LeBron's shows.
Well, I mean, he's got a bunch of things that he's doing, and obviously he's going to be in Space Jam 2.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, I mean, the new show, I actually might watch this one. Like, basically, it's like you get a person that has to run like a mile. It's like a mile-long obstacle course through L.A., and like you get a head start, and then like one of these like elite level athletes has to like chase them down. That gets like fun. That gets the first episode. Like, I'm watching the premiere.
That sounds interesting.
Right, like I got to see where that goes. Tim Tebow is hosting. I like Tebow.
Okay.
Can't throw for it forever. He can't throw to save his life, but
I like. He's still in the MLB.
Yes, he's in the majors too. Like, he plays for the Mets.
For the
right.
Mets.
I mean.
Okay.
He's a major leaguer, you know.
I mean, hey, you in there?
But I mean, I like Tebow the person too. So like, I'm in to watch the first episode of that. I think it comes on like Wednesday or something. I'm watching. I think LeBron should have retired and taken the year off. Kind of let the league figure out what's happening without LeBron, and then position himself. Even if you were still going to sign with the Lakers, you would have given the Lakers the opportunity to go actually sign somebody without the pressure of LeBron being there. Then LeBron comes back. The Lakers are already kind of set up for him to come back. We're ready to go now. Because what LeBron does is he messes up your player development. That's why LeBron doesn't like young guys. Because when you get LeBron on your team, you're supposed to win the title like that year. Even if you're not ready to win the title. Mm-hmm. Like, LeBron plus young guys does not equal title to people who actually know basketball. But to everybody else, it means you got to get to the West Conference Finals. So he messes up your player development. So when I say that they should consider trading LeBron, it depends on what you think of the young guys. Now, if you think Brandon Ingram's a star.
Potential.
If you think he's a potential star, that doesn't work with LeBron. Because LeBron doesn't work on potential star time frames. I need people who are stars now. I like Kuzma. I like Ingram. I still like Lonzo. You know, the whole shooting thing, we got to figure that out. But other than that, I like Lonzo. But they still need years to develop together. Mm-hmm. Multiple years. Like, Brandon Ingram is still a couple of years away from really being that dude. The dude that can be the second star on the championship team. Kuzma is still a couple years away from being that guy that can be the consistent, who I think is a third option. And Lonzo Ball is still a couple years away from being the guy who can be a glue guy. Like, I see Lonzo Ball the way that I see Rondo on the Celtics, right? So if you have like the big three plus Rondo, like, I think it could be a big three of a star, Kuzma, Ingram, and Lonzo as the fourth person. Mm-hmm. That doesn't work when you get LeBron. When you get LeBron, that means you got to get everybody now. Because LeBron got to win now. LeBron should have took the year off, take all those mileage on his body, do all of your TV stuff in LA, get yourself situated, then come back. And now you ready to go. You got to show everybody that you still that guy without the year of extra minutes on you, extra mileage, extra potential for injury. So when I say they should consider trading LeBron, I already got a place where you can go. I wouldn't even ask the question, but it had a solution. And LeBron ain't going to like it, but LeBron don't have a no trade clause. If I'm Milwaukee, I'm calling. I'm not saying I'm finna offer everything on the table right now, but I'm calling to say, like, yo, just in case Chris Middleton's a really good player. If you think Ingram's a star and Kuzma's your second star, Chris Middleton can be a great third option for you. I give Chris Middleton some salary and a protected first. I put LeBron and Giannis on the same team. Championship. Multiple. That team is messing up the Warriors. LeBron and Giannis? Nah, dog.
But who's gonna shoot?
I can find shooters. I mean, Brook Lopez still on the team. Brook Lopez can be the stretch five. I mean, LeBron is a really good shooter.
He is not a really good shooter.
LeBron's last year in Cleveland, he led the league in 3-point field goal percentages from 35 feet plus. There was literally an article that says LeBron is the new Steph Curry.
What?
Yes, because LeBron was shooting like 36-37% from 35 feet plus from Steph Curry range.
Is everybody just pulling up for so what? We just expect LeBron to just keep shooting?
No, I mean, but LeBron has turned himself into a B to B plus 3-point shooter now. So he's a floor, like, you can't leave LeBron anymore. You're not going under the screen for LeBron anymore. That's good. Giannis, we know Giannis can't shoot. Cool. If we have somebody like Bledsoe or Brogdon to be your defender on the wing, we can go get another wing defender. We can go get veteran shooters because everybody wants to play with LeBron. And it's not LeBron's team. It'll be Giannis' team. Giannis will make LeBron come to work every day. LeBron can't be like, I'm not going to practice today. Yeah, you will.
Correct. Get ducked though.
Right. Yeah, you will. You don't come to practice every single
time.
day.
Every single time.
Because you got Bud, the coach, who's played, who has the Spurs type system. Like, he knows how to get LeBron to practice. Like, LeBron doesn't have the stature in the league anymore where it's just like, we got to let LeBron do whatever he wants. That's where the Lakers are messing up. And like I don't know if I told you or if I think I told Thomas, my friend. Shout out to Trip.
It's good.
He's back in the A.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wants to be an NBA coach. I was like, look, the way you work with LeBron is you gotta have. It's a matter of who can tell LeBron just to shut up, and LeBron actually does it.
Shut the fuck up! I got
Yes, like if you don't have anybody in your organization that can do that, you have no chance of winning with LeBron. In Miami, Pat Riley, he came in and said, "Hey, look, Spoelstra not it." He said, "Shut up. Spoelstra's a coach. Go out there and carry D Wade's broke behind to the championship, and do it again." They got 2 championships.
Don't go.
Right, they got 2 championships. He went back to Cleveland. Literally, LeBron was talking on the bench, and Ty Lue said, "Hey, shut up. Like, shut up." They won a championship. You can't pander to LeBron. Sometimes you gotta talk to LeBron like he's the bad 6th grader. Yo, shut up. Hey. I'm running this. Giannis can do that. Because Giannis right now might be better than LeBron. Right now. Today. Because LeBron's not playing. For the rest of the season.
Right.
So, like, Giannis can tell LeBron, "Hey, yo, shut up. Nuh-uh. You don't run this. This mine. If I'm Milwaukee, I got to keep Giannis. Giannis says he wants to stay in Milwaukee, but yeah, okay. Okay. Sure. And I think LeBron might mess this up because now you're still trying to trade for Anthony Davis. You're thinking you might get Kyrie or Clay or KD. You ain't finna get none of them. Kawhi? Nah. I don't think you're going to get Kawhi.
Clippers.
I think Kawhi stays in Toronto. I do.
Who goes to the Clippers? Somebody's going to the Clippers this summer.
Jimmy Butler. Don't nobody want Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler's not going to the Clippers.
I don't think Phil's going to offer him a max contract. I think Jimmy
asking for max contracts, guys.
I think Jimmy.
You keep fucking up the teams.
I think Jimmy goes to the Clippers.
Everybody keeps asking for these fucking max contracts.
So yeah, man. I don't know. I'm not saying that the Lakers should trade LeBron. I'm saying they should consider it.
Damn.
Now let's go for LeBron.
That's a shame.
Hopefully, this might be the last time I talk about this.
Who is it this time?
My boy. My dog.
Who the fuck are we talking about?
Colin Kaepernick. Of course.
What about what Colin did this time? What's going on?
Oh, the settlement numbers are out.
Out as in officially?
We don't know official. I don't have an exact dollar amount, but we know what he got from the NFL, him and Eric Reed, in their settlement.
How do we know that?
Because it's being reported.
But
I don't know.
That has been my whole quarrel with this actual story.
What? That you're thinking that it's not true?
Because we don't know the numbers. We don't know the actual numbers. And we probably will never know the actual
I don't think you can know the actual number.
Yeah.
That's probably a part of the settlement.
Right.
But I mean, you can estimate.
Like if we estimated, so that's why I'm wondering, like, where did we get this new estimate from?
Well, I mean,
where did the first estimate come from?
Where
did the second estimate come from? Like,
what second estimate?
Because the first time everybody was speculating that they got like 60, 70, 80 some odd mil, and now what they talking about?
I never heard that.
I definitely heard that.
70 mil from the NFL to Colin Kaepernick?
That's what I had heard.
Where?
That's the point.
I mean, this is being reported by the Wall Street Journal.
And where are they getting this information from?
I mean, they cited people briefed on the deal.
People briefed on the deal.
There's sources there. But anyway, I mean, I have no reason to believe that this is untrue. Yeah, I don't know where the first one. I mean, the first one probably would. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm seeing 40 million right here from Forbes. Boom, boom. Let's see. Oh no, this is had he won. Okay, so I'm seeing something that says had he won, and he actually won the suit, he would have gotten closer to 40 million.
Okay.
But the settlement number for Eric Reed and Colin Kaepernick is less than 10 million each.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we recall, the whole thing started. He voluntarily opted out of a $12 million salary.
Mm-hmm.
So we did all of this, and he $2 million in the hole. Come on now. I think somebody's got to tell me an apology. Somebody owes me an apology. Now, I'm not saying it's got to be you, but somebody's got to say I was right about some of this stuff. This is who we wanted to follow. This is who you told me that I needed to support. This guy is an idiot, if this is true.
That is a true statement. If this is true, he is.
I mean, but I don't know why you're saying that you're saying that this is not true.
I really want some wings right now. I don't know why, but I really want some. That just came.
No, I would look.
That craving just came to my mind. So
had I came the other way, I would have definitely got some wings yesterday.
Jeez. I want it bad.
I mean, it's some wings. Stop up here.
I mean, I'm going to American Deli on my way home.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you going home.
Anyways.
I mean,
he's a fucking idiot if this is true.
I mean, I don't know. I've never seen anything that has said. I've never seen anything according about the settlement other than what I read.
Mm-hmm.
So I never heard of a $70-80 million deal. Not in a settlement. I mean, I think that might have been what he was suing for.
So what are you asking me about it? Because I'm really tired of talking about this nigga now.
No, I mean, I'm saying like now that this is over and he's gotten less than $10 million from this, what did we just do the last 2 years?
If this is
2
true,
years,
it's
is
all
it just
bullshit.
wasted time?
It's all been bullshit.
How do we think?
Settlement.
How does that change what we think about Colin Kaepernick and the whole movement that he had?
It was all for naught.
So we're not gonna take any responsibility that we didn't screen him before? Because I'm still searching for the line. And y'all told me that the line was Colin Kaepernick. You got the injustice that is Colin Kaepernick was happening to the situation. It can't be unjust. If he gave up $12 million to get 9.5. Because we have people saying that he won. Michael Bennett is saying, I'm glad that Kaepernick won his case. What did he win, sir? When are we going to start screening these niggas before we follow them? That's all I want to do. That's the only reason I want to talk. The only reason this cop is even on here. The only reason I talk about Colin Kaepernick like a dog for the last 2 years. I just wanted people to understand who it was that we were following. This is what we were following. He got 9.8 and gave up 12.
This is bad math. This is bad.
If he can't add, why are we following him? That's my only question. Are we sure that this is the guy that we want to follow? Are we sure? Are we sure that this is who we want to make the face of Black Lives Matter, which is what we did for about a year? Are we sure that this is the guy that we want to put all of our energy behind? Because we can only have a certain amount of energy. What did I say? Episode 1. Attention spans, small. Pavlov's dogs. Stimulus, it happened. We only had white people's attention for this much. Did we really want to spend it on Colin Kaepernick? We had their attention. They were willing to listen.
I'm so tired of hearing about this thing.
White people were willing to listen to us, and this is who we decided that we wanted to showcase.
Disappointing.
This was Exhibit A.
Disappointing.
I am disappointed in everybody involved in this situation. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in Colin Kaepernick. I'm disappointed in everybody who followed Colin Kaepernick. I'm disappointed in the white people who didn't call Colin Kaepernick out on this. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You don't got anything else to say?
Okay.
Okay. No, I mean I agree with you. I'm done. I want to be done with Colin Kaepernick, but I could not let that go by. I hope you understand.
I understand. Fucking. If that's true. Jesus Christ. I mean, but I was still upset over the fact that it was settled in the first place. So.
That's what I was saying.
Like,
how many people are you going to let take actual struggle and use it for their own gain? That's what Colin Kaepernick did. And he didn't even gain anything. If you go do it, at least gain something. You lost.
Terrible.
You tried to exploit you tried to exploit real Black Lives Matter issues to get less money than you would have got if you'd have just shut up. If you'd have just did what I wanted you to do, which was take the knee and then go throw 4 touchdowns in the game. Not take the knee and go hold the clipboard. All right, so
I would love to see one of these like Super 5 quarterbacks. Like what? I wonder if Patrick Mahomes were to start taking a knee. Boy, would that be dope? Because he's been out there balling.
Well, see,
I mean, because that's what you said. Like, you got, if you go be out there
no. I get what you're saying. No, you're right. But what I'm saying is, I don't think Mahomes would be the guy, because Mahomes is very quiet. You don't hear about Mahomes in life. It's not on the football field. So I don't think he would.
And that's what I'm saying. We didn't do...
If he did...
But your argument was we didn't hear about Colin Kaepernick before he started doing that. So it would be kind of the same thing.
No, we did hear about Colin Kaepernick.
Before...
Colin Kaepernick was... How many times have I said that Clay Matthews doesn't know where Colin Kaepernick is? He still thinks that... Like, we knew who Colin Kaepernick was.
True.
But what I'm saying is, Colin Kaepernick was also more outspoken than Mahomes is.
Okay.
So, like, I want somebody who's outspoken taking the knee and then going out and balling in the quarterback position.
Like Cam Newton.
I mean, he's guy number one for me. I would love to see Cam Newton take the knee and go out and ball. Only thing is, sometimes he throws it to that receiver and it ends up in the fourth row. Right? Cam Newton said he gave up sacks for a month to get his mind stronger.
I mean that's smart.
Why don't you focus on your accuracy? Let's start there. I don't think sex was the issue for why you just could not hit the crossing route. Oh, it's the amount of pussy I'm getting. That's what it is. Anyway, so...
Is he married? No?
I don't think so.
No, probably not.
Yeah, so... Apparently, according to this this Harvard educated writer, millennials have really never experienced American prosperity.
I mean, yeah. I can see that.
Really? Millennials have never experienced American
What
prosperity?
is American prosperity? What is this that they're saying that we haven't experienced?
Well, I mean, let me finish the
because
and it says that's, and the fact that we millennials haven't experienced American prosperity is why we are embracing democratic socialism so much.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that's a true statement?
Off the top of my head, yes. But give me more information.
Well, just to give you more information on the person who wrote the article that said that.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother was the executive producer of the Colbert Report.
Okay.
Her dad was best-selling author and former editor for Newsweek.
Okay.
That's 1% if I ever heard it.
Yeah. Sounds
So she's saying that she is feeling our pain. That she's never experienced American prosperity.
Is she saying that she's never experienced
Right.
it?
'Cause she was writing an article on AOC.
Okay.
So she's saying that, like, I feel her, like her views, because she, like I, have never experienced American prosperity in our adult lives.
That's why I'm trying to get down to the definition of what American prosperity is.
I don't know what it is either. But whatever it is, it's something that me and you ain't got.
Right.
I mean, are we talking about being rich? Are we talking about opportunity? Are we talking about... What exactly are we talking about? What does American prosperity mean to you? Well, first of all, is that why you're a democratic socialist?
So I mean, is that where you're deeming me? You're identifying
I mean, well, she's saying that's why so many of us millennials are embracing democratic socialism. Mm-hmm. I think that, given what you've told me about your views,
mm-hmm.
you lean.
Lean or are?
You lean towards
like
democratic socialism.
Lean like I'm leading, or lean like I'm on there.
No, like you not
like my elbow, or like I'm
it's-
leaning for support, or
no,
leaning because I want
you like
to.
Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal leaning. Like you can come back up.
Okay.
Like you not hanging on for dear life.
Right.
You can lean, but you can pop back up if you want to. So I mean, I guess I'm asking, why are you a democratic socialist?
Well, to me, the biggest one that comes to mind is the opportunity part, because that's always been my biggest thing. Like, don't hand everybody a chance, but everyone should have a chance, and that has always. Are you confused? Why are you confused?
Because you're saying everybody should have a chance, but don't hand everybody.
Don't hand over the world to them, but everyone should have a chance to be able to get all of the things that they dream of, and some people never get that chance in this country. In the country and places where of all places, according to the rest of the world, you're supposed to be able to have that chance. So,
I have an interesting thing about that, but I'm gonna hold that. I'm not gonna say it at all because I'm writing about it.
Okay. But
I might tell you off air though.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest ones that when it comes down to it, to me. I mean, obviously, money's always going to play a role in it in this capitalistic world of ours. Yeah, that's what it comes down to, and I think when it comes down to the prosperity part, it's getting to the point where you're not always having to chase something. It's always like a rat race for, especially with people like our age and between what maybe like now and I would say maybe like your 30s or 40s, like you're always chasing something. Like you got to get this next thing. It is never a point in which like you get to chill and rest and actually enjoy the fruits of your labor. That part to me isn't like, you only see maybe like 1% of the world ever really being able to do that. Like, to be able to really sit down and enjoy everything. It's always a chase for more and more and more and more. And yet, like, when is it ever enough? Prosperity to me at the end of the day is going to be when it's like, okay, let's relax. Like, let's finally, like, we've done enough. I've done so much in this damn world for me and my kids and my kids' kids and my kids' kids' kids and all of them. Let's chill out. Enough. Like, there is a such thing as enough. I believe there is a such thing as enough.
Okay.
And I believe prosperity is when you can get to that point, not just for, according to the rest of the world, but for you to be able to say, like,
right,
the rat race, like, at some point the rat race has to stop.
Right. I get you. At some point you wanna be the hamster that gets off the treadmill.
Right. Like, you can't just keep running and running and running, because even the 1%ers, like half of them are still all just chasing more, trying to get more money, trying to get more ads. Like, so just, when do you just chill out? When do you just get off the press? When
Right.
does the factory close?
I got you.
You know?
Now, the way that I interpreted what she was saying was, it was kind of like, because we've never experienced that, we're now leaning towards democratic socialism. Like, that is the way to get to what you're talking about. Now, I don't necessarily...
I wouldn't 100% say that's the way to get there, but I do believe that is the reason why we're leaning towards that.
Right, so you're thinking of the available options, that's the best that we have right now.
Or at least the one that we're deeming as the best.
Right.
Because, I mean, like I said, the generations before, it's just always work, to get to the American dream.
Shout out to Rihanna.
And it's just like, when do you sit the fuck down?
Now,
like,
Now, my retort to that,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I'm not a huge,
Of course, yeah, like
a
I
huge
said.
fan of democratic socialism. I'm not saying that it couldn't work. I'm not saying that there's certain aspects of it that are great. I'm just thinking that for what it is that you want,
Mm-hmm.
that we ultimately want, I don't think it's sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Is because you just said prosperity to you is something that is different than prosperity in a worldly sense. Right?
Right.
So that means the only person that can determine when it's time for you to get off the rat race is you.
Right.
You have that. That choice is most definitely available in America today. You can decide to be happy with what you have right now and get off the rat race. Now, will that change the way you live? Yeah. But you do have that choice. Because that's a personal choice. I don't think American prosperity is something that you can determine for anyone else but you.
Right, but
so
then
for me
of
personally,
course, that then goes into the conversation of having like basic things to be able to live your life, like healthcare and housing and food and shelter and things of that sort.
Right, and that's what.
And that's what would get more into the topic of the socialism.
Right, but for me,
also there's no shortage of money when it comes to these things. Me personally, I don't believe that we have just this insane shortage of money when it comes to being able to fund these things. Like, we have ways to be able to fund this shit.
So
we just need to reprioritize.
Okay,
but yes, for you.
Right. For me, I love the chase.
I'm playing, yeah.
I love the chase.
Okay.
I love the ability to be able to wake up and to go after something.
Right.
So for me, that is American prosperity. Because some people don't live with the mindset of chasing something. So, I mean, if that means that I got to work a little harder and that I got to run the rat race a little longer to chase what it is that I'm after, because what I'm after is impossible. I want to accomplish the impossible. That means I got to get up and get after it. So prosperity for me and prosperity for you are two different things. So how can somebody say that democratic socialism is the way to get to American prosperity? No, I think democratic socialism has a lot of good things, has a lot of good theoretical things. Healthcare should be affordable for everybody, yes. Education should be affordable. I don't know about the whole free part, but it should be affordable. A lot more affordable. Or at least ways of paying for education should be a lot more
affordable,
forgiving, if we're talking about student debt.
Mm-hmm.
I do think there should, be some way to get the basic things you need in life: food, water, shelter. I mean,
that is actually that's on the list of basic needs that you need in life.
I mean, I hear you.
Quite literally.
But I mean, a lot of people have had to go homeless in order to get to the place they go.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think it depends on how you use it. Like, if you use homeless as a way to motivate for you to go after and then get the basic things, like, I think people should have the means to get the basic things. Maybe they shouldn't be given to them. Maybe we want the opportunity to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's different from democratic socialism. I don't know why young people like democratic socialism so much. I have no idea. I think maybe it's because it's very different than the last generation, and we have a little thing about us where, like, like, y'all was cool, but y'all old. It's our time.
They also fucked up. I mean, they had so much
That's what I'm
opportunity
saying.
to really turn this bitch up, and they just squandered it.
Right. So we're saying,
Like,
so move out of the way and let us do it.
Yeah.
You know, y'all, we gave y'all time. Y'all ain't do what y'all supposed to do, so let us do it.
Yeah.
That's another thing, because this is newer. Democratic socialism in America is newer than other things.
Right.
So, but it's weird when the 1% tries to talk. Like, I was talking to a friend about this other day, and we were talking about a mutual friend of ours. And I said, you know, the one thing that I liked about this guy the most was that he never ran from the fact that he was rich. That's what I don't like about rich people the most, is when you try to act like you're not rich. Like you just normal. Like us. No, you're not. You're not. Like, don't, and like they try to click up with the rich people and then talk the rich things to them.
You might be a normal person, but your lifestyle not the same.
We don't really have a ton of stuff in common.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what, when I say that, like, they're still normal people, like, especially when I talk about celebrities, that's what I mean. Like, they're still normal people.
As in, they got arms and legs.
And like,
they
feel emotion,
the same way
and they may want privacy the way that we want privacy. But their world is not the same as our world. Their bubble is not our bubble.
Right. So, but I don't like when they try to act like it is.
Right.
Speaking about that,
I don't want they both. Fuck that paparazzi shit. But
you know, I said a couple weeks ago that I wasn't feeling any of the Democratic candidates for president. I you know,
who you fucking with? I feel like I know who you finna say.
I like Elizabeth Warren.
Oh damn! I didn't think you were gonna say that at all.
You thought I was gonna say Keegan-Michael.
Nah, Wang. Andrew Wang.
I ain't heard anything about Andrew Wang.
Okay.
No, it's two people that are sticking out to me. It's Elizabeth Warren. I like her ideas.
What's she talking about?
I like the fact that she says it was something about student debt, and she was like the colleges should have to have some skin in the game. Also,
in terms of,
like, if you have a lot of people defaulting on loans from a certain college, we went to Tech, right?
Yeah.
If Tech has like 25% of the people defaulting on their student loans, they gotta either pay some of that or lower the price. I love that idea.
That's a wonderful plan.
I love that idea. It was something else, and I like the fact that she's going after. I don't like that she's going after all the big tech companies, but I do like that she's trying to break that up. Like, go after like Apple, Google. I think she only go after Google and Facebook. Everybody else, leave alone. Amazon's not doing anything bad. Amazon's just doing a lot of stuff better than everybody else. Don't touch Amazon. And
there's Amazon really. I don't really think Amazon really is doing anything with our data like that.
Right, I think Amazon's getting all our data that we're giving them. Like, this is what I'm searching.
Like, they're not suggesting products and shit for us. They're just like,
right, you like this, you gotta like this.
you like this, so I mean, you like this.
Right.
So we're just gonna give you more versions of this.
Yes. There's more options. Yeah, Facebook's not selling our data. Amazon's not selling our data.
Right,
like,
you're not gonna go to Facebook, visit what website, go back to Facebook, and that same website that is right there. I've said, Facebook, Instagram, Google. All of Talk about talk about conversation. Go to Instagram. That same product sitting right there.
Right.
That shit crazy.
And I gotta say that from an electability standpoint, Buttigieg. I think it's Buttigieg.
Boo the judge.
Pete Buttigieg.
P Boo the judge. That sounds like a new rapper.
I don't know. He's checking all the boxes.
Okay.
I mean, he's gay.
Oh, word. Okay.
I mean, that checks a box in today 2019 politics. He's a mayor. I like his experience. He's a war vet.
Is this the
South
one?
Bend, Indiana mayor.
Ah, yes. Okay.
He's a war vet.
He is gay.
He's the son of an immigrant. I mean, people from Obama's campaign are co-signing him. Like, he might be the next it. I don't know, man. Buttigieg might be. He might be the answer. He's young.
Okay.
All right. Those are two people that I'm following.
You looking out for Buttigieg? For P-Boo the Judge?
Right.
P-Boo the Judge.
So, Kamala, you better step it up.
Kamala, I mean...
Michael Keegan Key? Or Keegan Michael Key? You better step it up. Joe Biden, you better get out the race. Do not run.
All of these candidates keep going up to the Breakfast Club. Every single one of them has been up to the Breakfast Club.
Even Buttigieg?
I'm pretty sure Pete Buttigieg was on the Breakfast Club the other day.
Oh, well, I'm watching that interview.
I will check. Let me go check this real quick.
Oh,
but that is seriously crazy that all of the presidential candidates are going to the damn Breakfast Club.
I mean, hey, shout out to the Breakfast Club. They trying to be culture movers in this thing. All right, so while you're looking at that, we gotta talk about the Electoral College.
What about
people were trying to do away with the Electoral College? So Colorado has become state number 12 that has signed the National Popular Vote State Compact, which means it doesn't matter what happens in the individual state, they will give all of their Electoral College votes to whoever wins the overall popular vote.
Yep, people to judge. Right there.
Is on there?
Yeah.
All right, Bully Judge. I gotta watch that. So it's become state number 12 that has signed this thing that says, I don't care what happens in the state. Whoever wins the national popular vote, that's who we're giving our electoral votes to.
I wonder.
Are you a fan of that? Should that replace the Electoral College?
Just historically, has the person who has what happened with Trump ever happened before? Where the Electoral College vote didn't match up with the popular vote?
I want to say the first Clinton, possibly, because there was a third party. I want to say probably Bush when what happened
with Al Gore.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see. I can go ahead and pull that up right quick. Let's see. I don't really care about anything that happens. Let's see. Yep, Nixon won. Yeah, but so you're liking that?
I mean, me personally, I like it because it lends towards true democracy.
Well, it doesn't from a state point of view.
How so?
Well, I mean, if we go to all the electoral college votes doing that, like if we replace the electoral college with that system, just whoever wins the popular vote wins. So it doesn't matter what happens in the individual state.
Right. Which means
we are the United States.
Right.
Of America. We're not one state.
Fair.
So you have an entire state. Like if everybody does it, like Texas, we know Texas is red. So just whatever Texas thinks just doesn't matter, right?
So would you rather say that the popular vote for that state goes?
Well, I mean that's what happens now.
That's already what's happening now.
Well, I think the electoral college should change? Yes.
Yeah.
This is how it would change it.
Because I was about to say, like, if everybody had the same amount of votes, if everybody got one electoral college vote, we got 50 on the electoral college or whatever, and then Texas goes red. Okay, that's one red vote. Cali goes blue. That's one blue vote.
But that's not really an accurate depiction of what's happening in the overall state because Texas and Alabama do not have the same weight.
Exactly. I agree there when it comes to the population.
But, I mean, the reason why they're saying that they're doing this, and then I'll get to the real reason why this is happening, is because, like I've always said, there's 7 states that decide the election. Right. And literally an article I read had 6 of the 7 states. I was like, if you just put the others... Anyway, I was like, that's wrong. It's 7 of them. That's where the majority of the events for presidential campaigns are held.
Yep.
So it's like the rest of the country is just not even involved in the process
because like they're not swinging.
Right. They want a more national actual presidential campaign.
Right.
And the way to fix that, and really all the 12 states are doing it, are blue states. They're all Democratic states, probably because 2016 happened. And again, you're blaming Trump when you should be blaming Hillary Clinton. Hillary decided not to come to your state. So anyway, if you want a more national election, this is what you do. You just divide the proportion of the electoral votes by the popular vote. So if Trump wins Texas 66-34, Trump only gets 66% of their electoral votes. He doesn't get all 100%. That means you got to go everywhere because you can't say, I'm getting 50 from Cali. No, you're not, Democrats, because you're not going to win 100-0. So if you win 60-40, you only get 60% of those votes, which means you have to go more places to get more percentage of the votes. It's very simple. That doesn't mean you do away with the Electoral College.
So then what does that do? That introduces way more swing states?
Well, it literally makes every state a swing state. One. Because every state could potentially swing.
Except West Virginia.
Because even West Virginia isn't 100-0. Like there's no states that are 100-0.
True.
So you're getting electoral votes from every state. That means you have to go to every state to make sure you get the most electoral votes possible. Because you can't just say, I know I'm getting 32 votes from New York. Now that's not a given. You may only get 20. Well, you got to go get 12 from somewhere else. That means you got to go somewhere that you've never campaigned at to go campaign.
Fair.
I mean, really, I think people should just... Can I be an advisor to the president? Not this one, but the next one. I ain't going to say if I can do an
advisor to society.
If I could do that combined with getting the 13th Amendment up out of here. Come on, dog. Come on.
So who would be comprised of the agency that would be put in place to determine the political literacy test?
I don't know. I mean, I can do.
Who would put up in there?
2000, Gore got more votes than Bush, but Bush won. But that's the only one that I've seen.
We would have to comprise that agency of people of all political ilks. From the far right, far left, and everything in between. Damn, that's crazy.
Anyway, I can't believe Hillary lost that. Just looking at that again. But yeah, I totally disagree with the whole national popular state compact, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the way to do it. All right, so there's a new abortion law in Georgia.
Yeah.
I saw Alyssa Milano is now running the campaign against it.
Yeah, like she's basically saying, her and a few other Hollywood figures are basically saying that they're going to encourage Hollywood to stop shooting here because of the bill. We're essentially about to turn it to North Carolina. Same thing is really about to happen.
What's happening in North Carolina?
I mean, that's what happened. Like, a lot of their revenue from outside in terms of Hollywood and entertainment, they left because of the laws they were pushing out there.
So let's inform our listeners, what is this law? They said...
essentially, it criminalizes abortion after 6 weeks.
After 6, and it was 20.
Yeah, and
Right.
a lot of women don't even know that they're pregnant 6 weeks after insemination. So, is that the proper word? I don't know if that's the proper word.
We're not trying to be professional here.
It's just like.
But here again, my thing with the abortion thing, which is my thing with American society.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still searching for the line.
So what's the where's the?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
All right, so
where do I think the line should be? It depends on what you think about abortion. If you think abortion should be illegal, then charge these women with murder.
Okay.
That discourages abortion like a mug. Sure. I'm not aborting nothing if it's a murder charge.
Okay.
Right? I mean, if I can go to jail for having an abortion, nah, dog. I know women have had abortions.
But that's different though, because I mean, pregnancy is far more complicated than just being able to go to jail for that.
I hear you, but what the abortions that I want to stop, me personally, are the ones where it's like, oh snap, I'm pregnant. I wasn't trying to get pregnant, but I did.
Now and when it comes to situations like that, there needs to be more onus put on men for that.
And women.
Yeah, no, I'm saying there needs, because all of the onus is put on women right now when it comes to that, and more of it needs to be put on men when it comes. to
mean, yes, we're saying the same thing.
Yeah,
like that should be with the parties that decided to have sex without deciding that they wanted a baby.
But I'm saying specifically
we agree, but I'm just saying we're saying the same thing but two different ways.
Okay.
Like the onus should be put more on the parties involved. Parties both.
Right.
Involved in that. Those are the abortions that I want to get out of here. The ones where it's just like, oh, I wasn't really trying to get pregnant, but we messed up and the condom broke and I'm pregnant. Nah, you got to keep that, put that up for adoption. Those are the babies that shouldn't be getting aborted. Now, if we're talking about damage to the mother, we're talking about damage to the child, that's a trickier situation. I don't know the verbiage of this new law, but I'm assuming that 6 weeks in, you don't know that. So that probably isn't.
You don't know shit.
Right. Well, if you don't know that, then you definitely don't know. You know, like you definitely don't know that.
Right.
So like those become a little trickier. I mean, those become way trickier. And then those should have a different law. But there should be a corollary to the original abortion law of this many weeks. I don't know the science behind that, but I mean, I'm sure a month and a half in,
you literally don't know shit.
I hear you. That's why if we're saying that it's true, then you don't know. You don't know if it's going to damage you or the baby because you don't know. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this law. I mean, pulling Hollywood out. I mean, okay. I mean, I don't know how big of a revenue slice that is for Georgia.
That's a pretty big revenue because there's been a lot of movies that are still.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying I don't know the
shows,
traction.
Everything.
I mean, I don't know if Alyssa Milano is going to be able to get.
Oh, it's not
traction.
just her.
It's
plenty more.
Well, I mean, I know that, but she's the.
Oh, well, yeah.
She's the face. Like I'm saying, I don't know what her organizational skills are like. Is what I'm saying. Like, can she get people that's gonna make people like? If you tell me that Alyssa Milano told me to do something, like I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, can she get somebody that's gonna make other people like really pay attention?
Fair.
Like, I don't think Alyssa Milano is that big. Like, if Jennifer Aniston is running, okay, we listening. You know. You know, could you get Tyler Perry behind this? So, you know, like, can you get somebody behind it?
Jesus Christ.
You know? But yeah, I mean, but all jokes aside, that's a crazy law. That law's got to get looked at again.
I mean, it's Georgia. We in this fucking Bible Belt bullshit,
I mean, swing state, right?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that artists only want money now?
I mean, there are definitely a few, and this actually like kind of goes back to Cardi B. So there have been a few artists that are coming out now who are just pretty much coming out. They're just saying like, I hate money. I hate money. I hate performing. I hate music. Really, well, I don't hate music, but like I don't really enjoy this. But I'm just here to make this money, get this bag. Does that make you listen to their music any different? Because I remember very specifically when it came to when we were talking about Cardi B's album, and you were just like you wanted to hear more from her. But on her end, it's just like she don't give a fuck. Because she's not here to be true to the craft.
Well,
she's just here to get that bag.
Well, here's the thing. I can tell.
Fair.
Like, I don't know if you have any other names other than that, but
I mean, well, not any that I'm sure you would be listening to.
No, I mean, go ahead.
The blue face. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, huh?
I said, okay.
I
have no idea who that is.
NBA Young. It's a lot of motherfuckers out there.
Right, and you can tell by their ability to rap. I bet you these aren't the most lyrical people.
No, not at all.
Oh, I wonder why. Because that takes time. You have to be dedicated to your craft if you want to be lyrical.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you Travis Scott is probably one of them.
Hmm.
Travis Scott is a creative force. He's a monster. He does not enjoy rapping.
Okay. Fair.
He enjoys creating. I don't think he enjoys rapping. And what do you know? He can't rap.
I wonder what his next move is going to be, seeing that he doesn't enjoy rapping.
I mean, I think, honestly, and you're gonna think I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the next Kanye.
In terms of being the super producer?
And
that's
going into fashion. I could see definitely
That's not nearly as crazy as you think.
No, but what I'm saying is coming from me, I don't like Travis Scott at all.
Well,
you know how I feel about Kanye. I mean all his ideologies aside,
mm-hmm.
Kanye the musician, I think is one of the 5 or 6 greatest musicians in the modern era of music. So for me to compare Travis Scott, who I dislike wholeheartedly,
mm-hmm.
to Kanye, that's something.
That is something.
That's growth on my part.
But yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can definitely see that. I mean, I guarantee you that more people don't care about music but money than the other way around in today's era, because it's easy to create money, to make money musically. I don't think Soulja Boy ever cared about music. Migos, no. Cardi B, no. There's probably ain't about 10 or 12 of them that actually like, I want to do music and put out music. And those are the people that put out good music whether you like it or not. Common loves to rap.
Fair.
Common's last album probably sold 5.5 copies.
5.5.
Somebody just downloaded the first.
Half.
Yeah, somebody just downloaded the first 7 tracks, and that was it. But Common is still coming out with an album. You know what I'm saying? Like Fab. Fab's got new music. When the last time we really cared about Fab?
I don't think I've
Soul
ever
Tape
really
2.
listened to Fab.
I ain't cared about Fab since Soul Tape 2. That came out in 2012. Fab's still making music. So, I mean, yeah, I can see that. People looking at it like, yo, you mean tell me all I need is a song, a hook, and possibly a dance? A catchy hook and a dance, and I can blow up? Oh, yeah. Money grab. That's easy money, man.
Fair.
Hey, I got a soliloquy, but I don't want to say it now because we went way.
I mean, where we at right
We're
now?
almost 2.5.
I mean, Jesus. All right, so you good? You good? You got anything
I mean,
else?
I can say it real quick.
Are you sure?
Know, to the people out there that's out there grinding.
Okay.
I can talk to them for a little bit, man. Reevaluate your friends constantly. That's one thing that I'm learning.
Find your line.
Find your line.
Find your line. No, straight up.
Yeah, when it comes to people in your life,
find the line.
Have a line and stick to it. And when people cross the line, it's gonna be tough, but you gotta let them go. People who don't allow you to be you And people who aren't committed to your vision.
And people who don't allow you to help you better them.
Right. You don't need them. Because when you're going after stuff, you gotta remember that when you want to be successful, you're going against everybody in the world. Because we're not built to be successful, we're built to survive. Anatomically speaking. So when you want to be better than just a survivor, you're gonna come up against some obstacles. And when you got an obstacle that's bigger than you and you need somebody's help, you need to have at least 3 to 4 people that you can call on and say, hey, it's time to ride, and they ride. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter what the obstacle is. Look, we riding because you got me and I got you.
Game time.
Game time. Find those people.
No, not game time. Game time.
Game time. Find those people. And you'll be good, man.
Riders.
I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Shout out to all my friends out there that do that.
Hey, man. Shout out to you, man.
It ain't but like 4 of y'all.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Always.
This is the Unprofessional Opinion Podcast, episode number 18 in the books.
Yeah.
I am AJ. This is JC Cesay sitting across from me, and we'll catch y'all on the block, man.